This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Zounds, it looks like our urn's been purloined. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. In the last episode, we finished the Sea Temple, defeated Blibdapulp's cleric or followers, and got the urn, but headed back to Baldur's Gate. But unfortunately, looks like the people that we hired to go out to the boat to get to that place stole our urn, and now we need to find him. Perhaps Jherak knows. Also, we're going to end Act 2 today for the most part. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. It kind of blew over. But anyway, let's talk to Jherak and see what he has to say.
Have you recovered the oceanic urn from Seer's Isle?
I did, but it was stolen from me before I reached the city.
I had heard as much, but had hoped it only a rumor. My sources tell me the thieves are en route to the town of Hill's Edge, where they will hand the item over to a band of Zentarim. Can you recover the artifact?
Wait, you heard about it and you didn't already head over there to help with the... Anyway, I'll travel to Hill's Edge and return with the oceanic urn. Farewell. And wait, how'd you hear about it about the same time I did? I guess that what they say about RPGs is true. News always travels faster than you do. Anyway, let's sell all that crap we got from the Sea Temple before we head on to Hill's Edge. And yeah, as soon as we finish Hill's Edge and get the urn, we'll end Act 2. Yeah, it's when you get all the MacGuffins into the act. So yeah, we got through the act pretty quickly, actually. So let's sell some stuff here.
The work of local master craftsmen as well as imports from
Let's see, just double checking. Nope, no treasure that I care about. I don't need to keep that. Oh wait, it's a got item. I want to break that down. Anything else to break down? Nope. Okay. So let's go and break down that and get the gem from that. So, yep.
My prices are always more than fair, friend. What are you looking
Alright. Actually, do I have... Actually, before we continue on, I probably should have done this earlier. Can I buy amethyst yet? No, I can't yet. That's what I was thinking. There's one thing I want to buy or make, but I realized I can't do it yet until we can buy amethyst or get a hold of him. And I don't have that yet, do I? At this point, I've been looking over what I've been wanting to make. Later on, I was double checking something, so nope, no amethyst as a thing. So okay. Wait, where's? Did I accidentally? I thought I had an amulet. Did I? Oh right, I hadn't actually made the amulet yet. For some reason, I thought I had an amulet equipped. I was like, no, I kept one just in case. So, all right. Anyway. Go ahead and sell this stuff. Let's see. Yeah, let's sell a couple of those.
If you need weapons or armor to protect you from someone else's, you've come to the right place.
Okay. Yeah, I've still got a lot of weight on me. I guess just because of all I've got. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just double checking some stuff before I head out. Okay. Let's get to it. Head on to Hill's Edge and get that oceanic urn. Looks like the Zentarim I knew they were going to come back and bite me in the butt again. I guess they must have maybe talked to some of the seamen that were helping me. So, all right, Hill's Edge. Only fools rush in. I mean, I've got the sprint, but don't use it very much. All right, there's probably going to be. We can exit if we want to. Just filling out the map, by the way. So, let's take a save here. Not that this place is any more dangerous than the previous areas, but, you know, better to be safe than sorry. Now, who awaits us here, I wonder? Oh. Looks like we got hill giants here, the stupidest of the giant kind, and the lowest in the ordning, which is the... Oh yeah, and I can't stun them. They're too big for me. It's a size category way too large for me. So it's just like in the last game where they do like a ton of damage too. Right, let me switch to crushing blow. Because yeah, see how much damage they've been doing to me just from barely smacking me, you know. But yeah, they're still very strong. But yeah, on the ordning, which is the ranking of giant kind, they're the bottom totem. I think the top is storm giants, I believe. But there's like hill giants, stone giants, fire giants, storm giants, cloud giants, and basically a giant for every major thing. You know, that's just how it is. Yeah, hill giants are the stupidest, so they're the easiest to deal with in terms of like outsmarting. Obviously, they're super strong, and you could tell they upgraded their stats from, or upgraded their models from the previous game. Because in the previous game, they were a lot different. The hill giants looked a lot different because we had to fight them in that game. Yeah, I'm trying not to get smacked too hard. There we go. Just because they hit me so hard. You know, I am a little monk. And yeah, these guys are huge. You know, actually, I think they're technically huge. The huge template, when if you use models for enemies and stuff like that, the hill giants take up like 4 squares or something like that. Which every square in a battle mat is like 5 feet. So, you know, looks like the Zentarum have the access of giants. Oh, here's the Zentarum. So, they're not stun. At least I can stun these guys. But yeah, the giant can't be stunned just because they're just too large. I mean, you can't really. I mean, you could probably punch them in the nuts, but it'd probably be too much for you to handle. So, oh, where's the wizard? There you go. Yeah, we saw him pop up. So, yeah, at least I can stun you, so I don't feel too bad about that. Yeah, I wonder how the Zentarum were able to convince hill giants to work for them. Probably just paid them a bunch of money, or maybe promised them a ton of food or something.
What the? That's her. She must be here for the urn. Her head's worth a small fortune, man. Don't hold back.
And that little guy there was the thief, the guy who stole it. Shouldn't they have made it like a, I don't know, I guess this game's supposed to be pretty straightforward, but shouldn't they have had a scene of us getting to know this guy, so him betraying us would have been, or at least seeing him in the background or something like that on the ship. But yeah, we kind of just go to this place without even talking to the crew. But I know they wanted to streamline, and I know there were some issues with how long the game had been taking and all this other stuff, so, oh well. That's fine. Yeah, we just have to take out all the Zentarum here, so. I don't remember the Zentarum using black armor in the original Forgotten Realms setting, but maybe I'm misremembering. I know they're just an organization. Technically, I think alignment-wise, they're technically, I think, neutral evil, if I remember correctly. But I'm not quite sure. I think they are supposed to be neutral evil. And one of the evil lawful evil factions in the game is like the Red Wizards of Thay. But we won't be dealing with the Red Wizards at any point in this story. That's far away, and that's something that you deal with if you want to deal with like Elminster and Zaz Tom and all those other stuff. Yeah, Zaz Tom is a famous lich in Forgotten Realms. I believe he was the one who owns and controls the Red Wizards of Thay. Oh, there's the random thief. I guess he's decided to help them. Wow, well, of course, sure, why not? Yeah, he gets stunned like a little punk. Is what you get for stealing my oceanic urn. You recover the oceanic urn from the body of the thief who stole it. It should be returned to Jherak and Baldur's Gate. Huh? That's all you had to do, huh? Just to kill him, and we could technically get away if we wanted to, but nah, let's finish them off. I'm just trying to pay attention to my health. Just because it smacked me a few times, so. Yeah, I really should be beefing up my stun thing just so I can stun him for a lot longer. Oop, he hit me with Flame Strike. Ow. Stupid priest. Yeah, he's a priest because he can do Flame Strike. Because wizards can't do that, as far as I'm aware of. There might be like I mean, technically you could do a build where you make a wizard that can do Flame Strike, but that'd be at higher levels. Because you'd have to be like you'd have to multi-class basically, which is a thing you can do. I know in later editions like 5th edition, the multi-classing isn't as useful as it should be, but in like 3.5 and Pathfinder, you definitely want to multi-class, because that's the way where you can min-max your character if you're playing D&D to min-max, which depending on the DM you've got, you may have to do that. Just kind of depends on the game DM. Sometimes I want people to at least be decently powerful, but I don't require people to min-max to play in my games. I mean, if that's the type of campaign we were running and playing, okay, then I'll more than willing to satisfy people who just want to do fighting campaigns, but it'd be kind of boring for me for quite a while. I mean, in the end, you should just basically play the character you want. If they die during the game, well, then just make another character. Enjoy that character for what it is. You know? How much more areas around here? I got some gold. Nothing too fancy. Alright, nope, can't go over there. I'm just looking for random little bits, see if I'm missing any like little treasures or anything like that. I guess not. I might have missed it, but if I miss anything, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. I think. Oops. Oh, bud. I think we got everything here. Yeah, there's not much to Hill's Edge. Hill's Edge is just kind of a small part. You'd think there would be something a bit bigger for the end of a act, but no. Alright, let's get out of here. And we did get the Oceanic Urn, which is pretty much all that we needed. So as soon as we turn this thing into Jherak, that ends Act 2. Yeah, I kind of wish they had added a thing like in the first game where if you finish an act, there's a big old, you know, show of it to say, hey, you finished this act, you know, that type of thing. Nope. Nothing like that. Alright, time to head over to Jherak and see what he's got to say. Got this Oceanic Urn for you. It's full of earnness. You know, that's Oceanic. Yeah, that's it. Now, where are you? Give me my money reward.
I understand the Hill's Edge affair was bloody, but no matter, you've recovered the Oceanic Urn just the same. As promised, your reward.
That sounded almost nefarious. Yeah, that's probably nothing. We got 3,000 gold and 4,000 experience for that. My thanks, was that all the artifacts?
That is all, yes, though it need not be the end of our partnership. I have many things to speak of with you, adventurer. Important things, but now is neither the time nor place. Meet me in Omduil's Manor here in the city. We'll speak again there.
Okay, but why can't we speak here? This is clearly out of nowhere, or out of the way of earshot of most people, so why not now?
The Harpers work quickly, my lord. Already they have acquired 4 suitable elemental keys, though the Zentarum still hound them mercilessly.
Ah, everything is falling into place so neatly. A little too neatly, perhaps. But I won't complain further. Zanhest.
Yes, my lord.
Inform our allies in the east of our progress, and prepare to activate the Onyx Heart. Soon, the Western Heartlands will know a true king.
Looks like the Pale King's starting to do his own stuff, it looks like. I guess there is Act 3 thing. I could have swore maybe there was an Act 2 one and I just missed it. Like I turned away from the screen when it happened. I could have swore I didn't remember seeing an Act 2 screen after the conversation with the Pale King in the first time I saw it. But there was an Act 3 thing there, so...
Welcome.
Well, anyway, now that with Act 3 available, now we have new items in the store. Nothing too major, but, you know, now we got up to +4 weapons at this point. If you want to. I don't need it. I mean, maybe I could buy a Vile Staff, I guess. Yeah, now we got chainmail we can buy regularly. Unfortunately, now everything's getting heavier and heavier. This is why I want to get strength stuff. So I can eventually, and when I didn't get a, yeah, I'm barely at the level, but eventually what I'll do is I'll buy, well, when I level up, I'll buy the final armor upgrade so I can finally equip all this heavy armor. Oh yeah, now we can now buy the rings of superior cold fire if we want to buy them. We can also buy the superior amulet of thunder, which I want to do. The only reason I made the superior cold ring of fire when I did was because it was cheap. I already had all those items ready to go except for the amethyst, but it's still slightly cheaper by like almost 10,000 gold overall from my cost. So it was worth doing that. But now I can just straight up buy these. So the superior cold fire, that's the strength and intelligence from before. The superior amulet of thunder is the +3 charisma, which I want to go and buy that. And I'll save the rest of my money for building up my armor and gloves and stuff like that, because that's going to cost quite a bit of money. Amethyst, this is what you could have used to make the amulet of thunder. So now we got, I think we can buy all the gems at this point in the game, or at least most of them. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to look. There might be like 1 or 2 gems we can't access. So I actually want to go and buy a superior cold ring of fire. Well, actually, let's see. I don't have any jacinths or amethyst right now, so that'd be 1,600 to buy those, and I had to buy 2 rune stones. So that's 2,000. And what it cost me, 24 grand to do that? Just to make the item. So it would, yeah, it would cost me too much to straight up buy, or it cost me too much to make it because I don't have just the jacinths or the amethyst. So buying it's actually cheaper for me in this case, because yeah, 8,000. Yeah, it'd be more. Superior amulet, I'd have to buy 3 amethysts, which is 12,000. Then I'd have to buy 2 rune stones, which makes it 14,000. And then making it, well, no, it's actually, yeah. And then making it would be like 30 something. So yeah, it'd be better just to straight up buy the 2 items here. So I'm gonna just do that. So let's do that and equip those. So we'll get rid of the ring of protection, because at this point, +2 armor class is not gonna make that big of a difference. So let's equip the ring and the amulet. And the reason why I quit the amulet is because it increases my charisma, so I can reduce my buy by 5%, and then actually I probably should have bought the amulet and quit that before buying the cold ring. So my bad, but yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But still, it'll help with that a little bit, and the strength thing will boost up my damage a little bit and holding stuff. And when I gain that level, I'll just put it in strength, so I'll have a 18, and then whatever levels I'll probably put the rest of that into strength. So
welcome back.
So now I can just sell all those rings and amulets, because I'm just going to use these. Yeah, it's just a runestone. I'm just going to use these for the rest of the game. Let's see. Yeah, so any other jewelry I'll just get rid of. Do I want to buy any armor right now? I don't think I do. I'll wait till I get the final, like, thing, feat, and then I'll look at what I want to, because I want to start using my money towards upgrading my equipment to the max. So, all right, let's head on to Umdul's mansion and get the final quests in the game, because, yeah, 3 acts, you know, kind of like in the previous game, so. I'm trying to remember how long you can actually take to beat this game. I think you can beat this in like 10 hours if you know what you're doing and go pretty efficiently. Well, maybe 10 hours if you play in easy mode, because then you don't have to worry too much about dying and everything like that. So, hey, Umdul, do you have anything to say?
Yes?
Nope. Okay. Didn't think you have anything to say, even though we're going in your mansion. So, hey, Jherak.
Good. You've arrived. You know Umdul, yes? I have many things to tell you. Secret, dangerous things. But first, you must know. Randala, Umdul, and I are members of the Harpers, a group whose members have dedicated their lives to the safety of the realms and its people. We seek men and women of courage to band with us to protect the realms when the realms cannot protect themselves. This is why we approached and hired you. Now, before you understand why I sought these 4 artifacts, you must understand the threat of the Onyx Tower.
The Onyx Tower? Eldred's Tower? The one that crumbled when the 3 heroes destroyed her?
Correct. The tower is, in truth, a massive gate, a construct with the ability to move itself anywhere in Faerun with each new moon. In addition, onyx keystones fashioned in the tower's forges may be used to construct smaller shadow portals, pairs of magical gates which link to one another outside of the tower. Eldrith the Betrayer, seeking vengeance, intended to use the portals to move troops into Baldur's Gate. Now, the Zentarum mean to use the tower to expand the reach of their black network. With the tower and its shadow portals in their hands, their forces will be able to move anywhere unhindered. This cannot be allowed. It is why we must take the Onyx Tower for ourselves and either seal or destroy it.
Wasn't the tower destroyed?
The Onyx Tower's form on the material plane, our world, is a sort of illusion. Its true shape spans other realities. The elemental planes, which make up our world, and the plane of shadow.
The shadow?
The tower can be brought back, but the Harpers, rather than the Zentarum, must hold it. We must travel to each of the elemental planes and reactivate the tower's 4 elemental foundations. The 4 artifacts you recovered can do so. Only then will we be able to enter the tower's core through the plane of shadow and claim it for our own. Will you help us, adventurer? The cause is noble, the rewards staggering, and the tale one of legends.
Well, if we say no, the story won't continue on. But you did say my favorite words, rewards. So I think we'll do it. Staggering rewards. Then my fist is yours.
Excellent. I knew you would not disappoint me. Now, Amduil's magic can transport you to any of the 4 elemental planes. Which, though, will you enter first?
I just realized how vulgar it is for her to say her fist is yours or something like that. I don't know why. I just... oh, well, we can choose any of the elemental planes. So I just like going top of the order. So top of the order to you. So let's just go to the air first.
Very well. May fortune follow you, adventurer. Farewell.
Okay. Now the problem is, realistically, you're not supposed to be able to survive in the elemental planes without some sort of protection because of either, I think for air it's like blasting winds, earth you're like basically crushed underneath earth, water you wouldn't be able to breathe because there'd be no air in it because it's an elemental plane of the sea, and fire you just immediately burn to death as soon as you stepped in the first place. So, but there are magics in D&D that allow you to survive those types of things, usually at epic levels like level 7 and onwards and stuff like that.
There is generally very little solid material in the elemental plane of air, though the Air Foundation's magic will have drawn some together. Still, a fall will spell certain doom. Are you prepared to go?
I'm prepared, yes. And we can always recall back, so, that doesn't really change much.
I do not like this, Karn. Am I, the great Habdazar Doomwing, now reduced to a petty guard?
You were not required to like it, Habdazar. The Zentarum commanded that you guard the Air Foundation. That should be enough. Or should I inform them you have more important matters to attend to?
Bane, curse you. I am well aware of my duty to the Zentarum. Habdazar Doomwing shall guard the Foundation with his life. Now return to your hole, Karn. The mere sight of you sickens me.
Very well. I shall inform the Black Network of your promise. Should the Air Foundation be captured, your life will be forfeit.
Well, we'll probably beat him anyway. But yeah, we're in the elemental plane of air, and I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah, we can't. And no, this isn't my controller idling. It's the problem of the elemental plane of air, where we always move at all times. And just assume that at some point Amduil cast a planes protection spell against us, so we can actually survive this. But yeah, if we're not careful, we can get blown off of this in an instant. So be careful. We got wind elementals. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna get magic to death in most cases, so you have to be kind of careful. So yeah, we always have to make sure we're not blown outside of the range and die. Luckily, you can actually punch the air, but all right. Yeah, it's D&D. Just go with it. Just believe that you can punch the elements and get rid of them. It's like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. You can just punch it away. But luckily they don't do. I mean, they do damage, but it's not as much damage. It's like them casting like burning hands, except the lightning version of it, as they. Or casting a lightning bolt on me or something like that. And no, we can't stun the wind. That would be funny, but we can't do that, so. You have to be careful, so. Yeah, this is one of those levels I can't just, like, run through. And obviously the map is yeah, as you can see, since there's not really obvious walls or anything like that, I just have to kind of be generally aware of what's going on. So, oh yeah, I guess I could get rid of the, whoops, almost fell off. I can switch to crushing blow since we can't stun the air. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that for quite a while. Not until we actually fight dudes again, or regular people. We had to, and we were fighting this Doomwing dude, apparently. The problem with this area is that, like, I'm taking damage, and, like, there's not... Sometimes it seems hard to tell that I'm being smacked, so if my HP just goes down, like, instantaneously, I have just to be aware. Oh, we're fighting more air elementals. This time we're fighting tornadoes. Now, how can I tell when this guy's blocking? And you dropped an item. What? Yeah, there's a lot of silly things going on here. So, yeah, we're fighting balls of light. I know those aren't will-o-wisps, but yeah, almost. We're fighting tornadoes. You gotta love D&D when it like has silly stuff like this happen. Kind of like if you play the Temple of Elemental Evil. I thought about recording that one. That one's kind of a CRPG, but I don't know. It's based off a classic D&D module. It definitely plays different than some of the other CRPGs I've played before. I haven't actually beaten it yet. And that was a long time ago. I'd have to basically replay the game from scratch. Because it's been that long since I played it. I remember finding it okay. But... Dude, we can't get to you over there. Ah. Quit throwing rocks at me, dude. I just have to take the hits. And hopefully I actually hit him. There we go. Yay, gold I can never grab. Thanks, game. I think you can technically make that jump. But I'm not that hard up on cash. I mean, I guess I could always save it. Go back and save it and then try to jump it. Oh god. Yeah, the tornadoes throwing the rocks at you definitely don't help. They can knock you back, dude. Oh no! Alright, yep, see this place is dangerous. This is one of those few times where I can't just like avoid saving. I have to save because I will get knocked off. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Luckily that wasn't too far ago. I'll try to, if I do die more often, I'll try to keep it to a minimum and, you know, get back to old areas off screen if it comes down to it. Luckily that wasn't that long ago, so I don't mind doing that again. Yeah, like I said, I just have to be careful of this. Yeah, those tornado, like, air elementals. Oh! Yep, see? Told you. Told you. This is why you have to be careful. So, okay, I'm going to have to rethink my strategy a bit. Yeah, no matter how powerful you are, actually, the elemental plane of air is probably the most dangerous out of all the planes, now that I think about it. Because I think the other ones are pretty... Like, they have their own dangers, but I don't know. I don't remember having as much trouble with them as I do here, so... Yeah, really the problem is those rocks. Weird I'm gonna have to resort to like ranged attacks in this place just because, I don't know, the idea of shooting arrows into air things kind of doesn't make sense because they would be able to just blow it away, you know, that type of thing. Like I said, this game is kind of silly in its reasoning, but whatever. I'm just gonna accept it. Jeez. That guy kept blasting me with lightning. Whoa. Yeah, come back here, dude. I'm waiting for him to stand still, so... Yeah, this is why, you know, I was saying the game was easy for the most part. Yeah, this is when the game kind of ramps it up a little bit. I actually have to be presently aware of my situation, so. Try going this way first. Okay, another tornado. I had to pretty much stay away from the edge. Oh, man, there was not enough time for me to like in previous areas you could there was a bit of a slowdown, so you could kind of jump by the time you get hit by that. But in this case, I have to either I have to be I could put sprint on. I don't have to be using the crushing blow. Maybe if I get close to knocked off, I could activate sprint and get back to shore, or get back to the land before I fall off, maybe. And it's funny how I'm not even dying to straight damage. I'm dying to the environment. You know? Just like when you die in Dark Souls, you know, you get pissed off when you die to a creature, but you get the challenge. But when you die to the environment, it almost pisses you off more, just because, you know, because you're like, oh man, come on, I died from like falling into off the bridge or something, you know. Yeah, I'm so close to getting a level too. Thanks for dropping that potion I can't get, jerk. Where's the... No. Huh. Alright. I mean, I knew it was generally in the general area, but... Yeah, just have to like be in the right like area, or at least in an area. If I get hit by a rock, I'm not gonna fall in the... I forgot how the pattern of the wind of the plane works, like exactly, like what indicates like what direction it's gonna go. I think it's just kind of random, really. Actually, may go back and save it after this. Yeesh. Oh wow, I got a nice crit on you. Too bad my bow's not stronger. Yeah, I've been kind of holding off on beefing up my bow. It does decent damage. Man, I can still hurt the thing, so... Alright, well... I'll play for a little bit longer just because I died a few times, but I probably... Yeah, probably what I'll do is probably more often in this place, I'll probably save on a more regular basis because of how many times I've fallen off, so that way I don't have to fight, or I don't have to do the same section over and over and over again, so... This is probably the part of the game where it'll slow down a bit in terms of me making progress, because before I was able to just ramble on about D&D and other such things that I could afford to like not be super paying attention. Here I actually have to pay attention. Yeah, no rely on my fist, I guess. Whoa. I mean, I can always rely on my fist. I told Jherak they could rely on my fist. Ooh. I don't want to be facing that way. That's for sure. Nope. Nah. See, this is why I saved it. So. Oh man, and like I said, because of the way the wind blows, it's just not enough time to jump. Even when I had that, I tried using sprint, but it wasn't enough. I guess I'd hit past the breaking point on the structure. So. Oh well. Although it might be a good... I mean, I wanted to play this game longer, but I don't know. It might be a good time to take a break and kind of refocus my efforts, because I have to be in a different mindset when I play the elemental plane of air section of the game, because of all the platforming and everything. And really, even if I had beefed up my my archery, it wouldn't have done much more damage in this case, because I'm not a strength... Well, actually, I guess technically I'm a strength build now that I've been buying those cold rings and everything with that. So, yeah, what's my stats at this point? Yeah, 17, you know, and over that, so. Yeah, at least the game's nice to give you multiple save points, but I can't save it when there's an enemy around. Well, I could, but I don't want to, just because I don't want to take all this damage like right before I save. Actually, I think I remember the elemental plane of air having quite a few save spots, if I remember correctly, because of the platforming part of it. I'll give the game designers credit. You know, it is definitely dangerous and annoying, but it's not so annoying that I'm like frustrated. It's just like, oh man, you know, when you die, you're just like, ah, I fell off, man, not cool. Oh no! God, freaking A. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was probably gonna be one of the areas that just hits me hard with that falling off there. I don't know if there's really any specifically good character for this part, really. I mean, the frontline fighter characters probably suffer the most from the tornadoes knocking them off into oblivion on a regular basis. Dorn might be more durable, or maybe in Borodor, they might be more low end, so they might be able to just shrug off the slings of stones from these creatures. Oh, come on, man! I just got there. You know, I think it's time to take a break. I think I need to reset myself and prepare myself for the Wind of Air. Are we going to be able to get through the Wind of Air? Can we fly like an eagle? Are we going to lose our breath? Find out next time in the next episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.